The Guardian from beyond Zara had been watching humans for 3 cycles now from her hidden ship above their blue world. Her silver skin shimmered under the artificial lights of her control room as she studied the strange creatures below. The Galactic Council had sent her here as a spy to learn about these new beings who called themselves humans. Her mission was simple: observe and report back about human weaknesses. The Council wanted to know if humans posed any threat to their empire that stretched across 12 star systems. Most alien races they had encountered were either too primitive or too afraid to fight back. But humans were different. Zara noticed this difference when she watched them during their conflicts. Instead of running away when facing impossible odds, they fought harder. When their cities were destroyed, they rebuilt them stronger. When they lost loved ones, they honored them by protecting others. This confused her greatly. On her homeworld of Kepler Prime, her people, the Zalarians, were taught that survival meant avoiding danger at all costs. They lived in underground cities and only came out when absolutely safe. Fear kept them alive for thousands of years. Humans seemed to do the opposite of everything logical. One day, while scanning a human settlement called Denver, her ship's systems detected unusual energy readings. Something was coming through space toward Earth. Zara checked her long-range sensors and felt her 3 hearts stop beating for a moment. The destroyer fleet was heading straight for Earth, the same fleet that had wiped out the Altarian civilization just 2 years ago. The same ships that had turned the ocean world of Aqua 7 into cosmic dust. Now they were coming for the humans, and they would arrive in less than 6 Earth days. Zara should have been happy. Her mission would be complete. She could return home and report that the human threat would soon be eliminated. The Council would reward her with a promotion and a larger dwelling unit. Instead, she felt something she had never experienced before. The humans called it guilt. Over the past months, she had watched a human female named Katie, who worked at something called a hospital. Katie spent her days helping injured humans heal. She worked long hours without complaint, and often gave her own food to patients who had none. There was also a human male named Peter, who taught small humans at a learning facility. He was patient and kind, always encouraging the young ones to dream big and reach for the stars. He had no idea that beings from those same stars were planning to destroy his world. Zara had observed thousands of such humans. They were not the savage warriors the Council believed them to be. Yes, they could fight when needed, but they were also capable of incredible compassion and love. The thought of Katie and Peter, and millions of others being turned to ash, made Zara's stomach twist in knots. She tried to convince herself that this was not her problem. She was just an observer. Her duty was to her own people and the Council. Interfering with the destroyer fleet would be considered treason of the highest order. But as she watched Katie comfort a crying child in the hospital, Zara made a decision that would change everything. She activated her ship's communication array and sent an encrypted message to Earth's primitive communication networks. The message was simple but urgent. Danger comes from space in 6 days. Prepare your defenses. You are not alone. A friend watches. Then she did something even more dangerous. She began transmitting technical data about advanced weapons and shield systems, information that could help humanity defend itself against the coming attack. As the data flowed to Earth's computers, Zara knew there was no turning back. She had committed the ultimate crime against her people, but watching the humans scramble to prepare their defenses, she felt something new growing in her chest. Hope. The next 6 days passed quickly. Zara watched as humans around the world worked together like never before. Countries that had been enemies for decades shared resources and knowledge. Scientists worked around the clock to build new weapons based on her transmitted data. Most impressive of all was their courage. Even though they knew they might die, the humans did not panic or flee. Instead, they stood ready to fight for their home. When the destroyer fleet finally arrived, Zara positioned her ship between Earth and the attacking vessels. She opened a communication channel to the fleet commander. "I am Agent Zara of the Zalarian Intelligence Corps," she announced. "I order you to withdraw from this system immediately." The commander's harsh laughter filled her communication array. "You have no authority here, spy. Stand aside or be destroyed with the humans." "Then you will have to destroy me first," Zara replied, powering up her ship's weapons. What followed was the most epic space battle in human history. Zara's small ship could not match the firepower of the destroyer fleet. But it did not need to. She only needed to buy the humans time to activate the defensive systems she had helped them build. One by one, Earth's new planetary defense stations came online. Massive energy beams lanced out from the planet's surface, striking the destroyer ships with devastating force. The humans had learned quickly and improved upon her designs. The battle raged for hours. Zara's ship took heavy damage, but she refused to retreat. She fought alongside the human defenders, protecting the world that had taught her what it truly meant to be brave. When the last destroyer ship finally exploded in a brilliant flash of light, Zara's damaged vessel began falling toward Earth's atmosphere. Her engines were dead, and her life support systems were failing. As her ship burned through the sky like a falling star, Zara smiled. She had saved Katie and Peter and millions of others. She had learned that sometimes the greatest courage comes not from following orders, but from following your heart. Her ship crashed in a field outside Denver, the same city where she had first observed human kindness. As rescue teams approached her smoking vessel, Zara wondered if the humans would accept her as a friend or fear her as an enemy. Katie was among the first responders who pulled her from the wreckage. The human woman's gentle hands tended to Zara's injuries with the same care she showed her own species. "Thank you," Katie whispered, as she bandaged Zara's wounds. "You saved us all." In that moment, Zara knew she had found something more precious than all the treasures of the Galactic Council. She had found a new home among beings who valued honor over safety and love over fear. The silver-skinned guardian from beyond had become humanity's protector, and in saving them, she had saved herself.